welcome back to my channel. It's me, Karina. I'm so excited to have you guys here today and for the topic of today's video. Today's video is going to be talking about influencer marketing and why it's so important in today's society. But before we get started, you guys already know the drill. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, so that way you can get notifications of when I post new videos. And also check out my website link down below. That way you guys also have access to any of my marketing articles that you guys may be interested in. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey guys, so as previously discussed, we're going to talk about influencer marketing, right? And why it's so important in today's digital world. So what is an influencer to begin with, right? Perfect example of who an influencer is Miss Kylie Jenner. She is the owner of Kylie Cosmetics. Yes, she comes from the Kardashians. But yeah, she's what an influencer is. And what she does is that she is somebody who has the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service by promoting or recommending their items on social media. So since we know what an influencer is, let's go into what influencer marketing is. So influencer marketing is a form of social media marketing that involves endorsements and product placement from influencers. And influencers don't always have to be celebrities like Kylie Jenner. There's two different type of influencers. We have micro influencers and then we have the macros. Micros will be someone who does have a following and the ability to influence their followers to purchase a product or to recommend a brand. This could be a local person who has about, let's say, in the thousands of followers, right? We're talking about between 1,000 to 5,000 followers. He or she has that potential to help and influence the consumer to buy a product. And it doesn't have to be a high brand product either. This could be a local business, a coffee shop. It could be a simple person who creates Starbucks cups. And I can, for example, I make these cups, if you haven't gotten the idea. If I wanted to potentially increase my brand awareness, I could go ahead and look for a micro influencer in my area, which is Miami Lakes. I can look for someone who is an avid coffee drinker, a makeup artist, or anything like that. And all they have to do is simply hold up the product, give out a little shout out, and I could potentially see my business increase just from that topic, right? And then to go back into it, we have micro influencers. Micro influencers are those with millions and millions of followers. Hence, celebrities are a great example of macro influencers. We discussed about what influencer is and what influencer marketing is about. Let's go ahead and dive into why influencer marketing is such an important piece of marketing in today's digital world, right? So 4 topics as to why it's important that we're going to talk about today is that influencer marketing can increase your brand awareness, reach target audience, improve your credibility as a brand or as a company, and lastly, increase your conversions. Let's go into Number one reason why companies want to use influencers is to increase their brand awareness. So some of the reason behind this is that we understand that the main reason brands or companies use influencer marketing is to increase their awareness. So when a brand decides to collaborate with influencers, it makes their brand stand out amongst their competitors and gain more visibility. Remember, influencers influence. Majority of consumers will always follow word of mouth from friends and family and even people that they follow on social media for recommendations or when to purchase a product. The next reasoning is that we want to reach target audience. When you want to reach your target audience with influencers, make sure to select influencers who are relevant to your brand. This is so important because, for example, if we go back from the beginning of my video, I had mentioned that I make personalized Starbucks cups. So if I wanted to use an influencer, I would use somebody who is a coffee drinker, someone who enjoys Starbucks, or even in this case, the cup that I showed was Friends related, right? So I would use somebody who is a fan of the show to go ahead and promote my product. So when you have an influencer who reflects your brand, you are now at an advantage to reach your target audience much faster. And when you use this influencer marketing, it allows your message to be seen by people who are interested in what you offer and ultimately engage with your brand. Next, we have improved credibility. Consumers tend to trust products and recommendations from influencers, especially those they already followed. So as I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure everyone's like this. I'm like this. If my friend or family told me that product A is so much better than product B, I would most likely lean towards wanting to purchase product A and get a feel of that, just because of what I'm being recommended. So if my favorite celebrity or my favorite YouTuber, favorite TikToker is recommending a brand or product, I will most definitely go ahead and check out that brand. Also, influencers provide an unbiased point of view of your brand and product. Lastly, partnering with influencers will strengthen your brand credibility and reputation, thus making it much easier to get that brand loyalty. Lastly, we have increased conversion. So as mentioned before, customers tend to rely on the word of mouth, or in this case, influencers, to help them make an informed decision to purchase a product or check out a new brand. When you work with a reputable influencer, not only are you going to increase your brand awareness, engagement, and reach your target audience, but also increase conversion. This is highly important to those of you who are selling a product or offering a service. Just to briefly summarize everything that we talked about, right, because it was a lot of information. We discussed about what type of influencers there are. We have micros and macro influencers, and then we talked about some of the reasons why influencer marketing is such an important tool in today's society, especially when it comes to anything digital and even social media. So the top 4 reasons, at least in my opinion, as to why I think influencer marketing is important is that we can able to increase brand awareness, reach our target audience, improve our reputation and credibility as a brand, and lastly, increase our conversions. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think was an important part of this video, and also give me your ideas. Let me know why you think influencer marketing is an important tool, or if you're against influencer marketing. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.